Thursday, June 15th. I apologize, I haven't been here doing the daily recordings more regularly. I've been a little busy offering personal readings. I'm grateful to everyone who's requesting a reading. It is a very important time, so I'm sure many of you are feeling that some kind of a big shifting point is happening. The turning is happening. So yes, I hope everybody's feeling it. Right, solstice point and eclipse points are very important point within the year, right, within the 365 days cycle that we are a part of. And this week's energy is little dense, right? You feel the density because Saturn is not moving. Pluto moving back into Capricorn, right? Now Capricorn, Pluto, and stationary Saturn is talking. Saturn will move back into Saturn starts its retrograde journey on the 17th, and today Mercury squared Saturn at 7 degrees, mystical magic number 7. And maybe when Mercury Saturn speaks in square, sometimes our expectation doesn't fully get met, or maybe things don't turn out the way we were expecting, or we were sometimes that kind of a tension can happen, right? You may not be quite feeling this victorious energy, like you're winning it, right? There's this some kind of confusion and clarity, and today we are approaching, our sun is approaching to square Neptune as well, and Six of Swords. We know we are moving into a new chapter. We know we have to shift and pivot and turn and start taking a new path into the new shore, into the new chapter. But this can be an energy we can feel really scattered, really confused, a little, the fog is covering over our mind, right? Mercury Saturn square. We have to be mindful of how we speak, what we express. A lot of confusion and miscommunication can definitely happen right now. But as we move into the dark moon phase, because moon is right now with in Taurus, late degrees of Taurus, it's about to move it into Gemini. And this moon at the very last degrees of Taurus is reminding us, okay, come back to yourself, right? Your value, your worth, your will and desire. I mean, even though we may want to see clarity of where we are heading next, but that itself is an illusion, as you know, right? The future, the past, they're all illusionary, and the Knight of Wands are showing up. It's showing up to remind us, be here now, be grateful for what you got as is, right here, right now. Things not everything may not be the way that we want, but that I'm receiving the message that if we're focusing on yes, and what we're focusing on, all the things that we're filled with, then we're going to bring in more of that fullness into our lives, right? So don't get caught up with what we're missing, or the answers that we don't have right now, or this sense of lacking something, right? Confusions and not being satisfied. No, you got to let go of that, because you may attract more of that sense of lack, and then you do not want to do that, right? You do not want to use your mind in that way right now. It's very important to discern and to keep our mind in check right now, right? This is the energy of this week, including this new moon coming up in Gemini at 26 degrees. This new moon will oppose the galactic center, which is placed in around 27 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, Knight of Swords is a good reminder that whatever we think right now, right, Mercury being in the 7 degrees point in square with Saturn, whatever we create and generate in our mind have a great power of manifestation, because Saturn is also standing still, right? It's whenever planets are standing, the stationary, that's when they are powerful. So even though Saturn can bring so much energy of this seriousness, right, serious-mindedness, and Saturn can usually give us this sense of blockages, like we don't have enough, we're not enough, right? There's all the things that we can be complaining about. Saturn gives us that, because Saturn, kind of beats us up by us focusing on all the negative stuff, right? Sometimes, so it's happening in the mind, but mind is a computer program. We can trick it and we can reprogram it anytime, right? If we ignore all that serious-mindedness and come back to remind our mind, nothing is stuck. Nothing within this universe. Everything is constantly moving within this vast universe. It's floating, it's moving. The sun, this galaxy, is moving in a quite massive, unbelievable speed, right? It's like we're spinning around like crazy speed, and everything is moving, and then the only thing that keep us stuck is the mind, right? Thinking about this particular thing that happened in the past, or thinking about this particular situation I want, or that stuckness is something that we want to be really mindful of, because the more that we get binded and bounded by that, we can let that energy to persist, and we do not want that, right? We do not want this resistance to persist. We do not want this satisfaction kind of feeling to persist. So ignore it, drop it, change it, change your pattern, change your mental pattern, change your feeling pattern, and move away from this physical, tangible reality, that you just focus on all the good things, right? 8 of Cups is just walking away from what is not serving us and go into the solitude of the mountain, which is the inner cave we are on. This is a very strong moment of soul quest, right? This new moon has a very strong energy of this kind of the soul quest. This is very fated moment, and we are choosing not to just stay stuck with the reality that we're facing, but because of the fact that this new moon is happening in opposition with the galactic center. Look at this moment, this body even, right? Myself within that eternal spaciousness from that galactic viewpoint. The more we do that Princess of Cups also, it's like a page energy, right? We start to realize, whoa, okay, yes, we're playing this game called life. This is a playground. This is not life is not a serious problems to solve. No, we are here to lightly skipping through it all, by disengaging, by attaching ourselves from that point of view, any point of view that is keeping us in this binded, stuck, heavy karmic energy, right? No. This is a very important time that is, Five of Cups also asks us always, right? It's up to us to see our life half full or half empty, right? The longer that you are staring at the 3 spilled cups in front of you, all the things that you're not satisfied with, all the things that can stress you out, you can stay stuck there. But we are choosing to look up and look behind and finding 2 cups right side up, finding our gift, finding our desire, finding ourselves as an alchemist, as a magician, as a creator of our own reality. And the more that quickly we can snap out of our, heavy vibrationary state into the uplifting. Yes, we got this. Yes, I got this. Yes, I'm taking my life into that next level. We are elevating. We are here to elevate. We are here to evolve. So make sure that energy is moving forward. There is a lot of energy, right, between this Gemini energy and Pisces energy is in square, right? Gemini, Mercury squaring Saturn in Pisces, Sun in Gemini squaring Neptune in Pisces, and that tension is present, but there is fire element. Right? Mars and Venus in Leo. There is a strong earth element as well, right? Jupiter, Uranus, North Node still holding space in Jupiter. There is in Taurus. There is great divine 4 elements, all talking to each other. We need 4 divine elements to manifest, to create that 5th element. Right? We have to be aware of that 5th element by letting go and destroying some kind of illusionary thing or illusionary viewpoint, because this matrix we can be easily get trapped with. But come back to the root, come back to the simplicity, come back to the spontaneous spirit energy, and let that be your concrete foundation. We are shifting our solid foundation right now when Saturn is like this, right? Stationary, and Saturn doing this retrograde in Pisces is a new energy that we are experiencing. The last time that happened was 29 years ago, right? In 1994, 1995 or something like that, around there, right? So it's a new energy. We're coming back. We're not going back. It's not a repetition. We're evolving. So everything is changing. But now Saturn in Pisces, moving back, find more spiritual, expansive, galactic awareness. How I say, just bring that awareness in down as our solid ground, right? Don't focus so much only on this material physical reality. Let that Piscean, esoteric, unseeable, untouchable realm of reality be our solid foundation. If our core is plugged and connected to that galactic center, that spiritual eternal center, life becomes much easier, right? Because we just trust the divine order of the universe. We're within it. We're well supported by that divine order, which is moving this planet around, which is moving this galaxy into somewhere, into the unknown place. We're always moving into the unknown, right, within this eternal universe. So let that be our comfort zone, rather than a place where we resist going into because of the fear that we hold in our mind. But when we expand our awareness, yes, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry. We are well supported and protected and guided. Yes. Thank you for listening. Peace, peace, peace.